Today we're going to build the most powerful kingdom in existence. I'm going to do that with a light spear, arcane towers, so towers are stronger and have further reach, and my castle is actually going to get extra health, and it's also going to get faster attack speed and more range. And then the first thing we're going to need obviously is a castle. Then I'm actually going to build a wheat field right away. With an improved plow, every future upgrade of this mill will increase its income even more. Then I'm going to give it 2 fields, and those are going to produce me income forever. The first wave is only 3 idiots, so I should have no trouble taking them out myself. I can just sit here and stab them for a little while to my heart's content. And this has already given me $3, so I'm up to $8, which is enough to increase my castle. And then I'm going to give myself royal training. I get 75% more HP and damage output. The castle's got a lot of range and attack powers, so I should be able to take on these guys, and if not, I'll just bring them close to my castle, but so far I'm destroying them. So I just got to be sure to actively participate in battles moving forward, but the castle's already raining down on them, and it's going quick. So we'll go ahead and do a little bit of stabbing, and that should be about it. They're dead. Okay, next are those 2 quick things coming from up top. A single tower will take care of them. And I'm going to do something risky here and just upgrade my mill a little bit so it gives me more money. Then I'm going to try and take on these 8 myself. The tower should also hit them if they do get close to my mill. But I'm feeling stupidly confident, so let's just see if we can get away with this. So we're going to start doing some stabbing right away, get them to group up, get them to slow down. Oh yeah, we got this, no problem. These guys almost made it to my wheat fields, but they didn't. So that means more gold for me. Look at it all piling in. We are going to start to need some real defenses though. That tower is kind of just a sacrificial lamb. This one's going to be here to protect my wheat field a little bit. And given that it's just 3 rows of archers tonight, I'm just going to add some wheat fields to this. And then 2 houses. So long as I can survive this night, we have a pretty good investment base down that's going to make us lots of money. The towers up there should at least slow the archers down long enough while I defeat these guys. Because archers, in theory, don't have a lot of health, and they spawn pretty slowly, so we can just slowly whittle through them. I think that's 3, this will be 4. I can actually kill them about as fast as they can hurt me. I sometimes get worried with the numbers spawning, but I need to remember they don't all spawn at once, they spawn rather slowly. Yeah, these towers were more than enough to take on these idiots, no problem. And that's going to be a good bunch of money. I'm now going to get some crossbowmen, and then also we're going to get a barracks, and we're going to put some kind of, maybe spearmen. The fast enemies seem to be a problem so far. And then I'm going to gather up my wonderful morons and leave them over here somewhere, because that's exactly where the enemies are going to be plowing through from. Then we're going to build some more houses, because that's just a good investment, which means more money for us. It's all about surviving these early waves as minimally as possible, and then all our investments will pay off more and more over time. So far so good. They should be able to take care of them all before they touch anything valuable. Sometimes they do slip through a little bit, but yeah, so far super easy. And then all our investments are going to pay us a lot of money. I am going to upgrade my archer barracks though, so now we have twice as many archers. And that's going to help us get through this night, because we're going to have both melee and ranged idiots coming in. But if we start a big old fight here, we'll take care of most of them here, and by the time whatever stuff makes it to my towers, they'll die. Yeah, we managed to pin the enemies down right here. I am getting in there doing lots of damage, but this is far. I didn't even need towers at this point. Just like that, the wave is done. All that money's coming in. We got a whole bunch of flying idiots coming in from the side. But I'm going to spend $20 upgrading my thing to a level 3. That's going to give us a lot more building options. Then I'm going to give myself more HP and attack. And we're going to build some more towers, because those guys are going to come from a weird side, and we obviously need some towers to help stop that. But we're also overdue to build a mill over here. This one's going to be hard to defend. And I'm going to give it the same plow upgrade, so it's going to make us more money every round. Luckily, I already have a lot of archers, so between everything, I should be able to take these things out no problem, because my character can attack flying units. So far so good. My towers are more than up to look at my town center. It's absolutely destroying things. Next, I'm just going to put a few towers everywhere, because they're actually quite cheap to put down. And they are just going to help protect some of my investments, especially this mill, which always has me nervous. But we definitely have a bit of disposable income at this point, so we can do things like this. These are just going to be regular longbow archers this time, but it's going to help slow these guys down a lot. So they're all going to sit there and help that. I'm going to bring these 8 archers down here to take care of the 30 guys spawning down here, and this should actually be a quite easy night. So they're going to plant right there, and I'm going to spend the rest of my 3 gold on some kind of nice upgrade somewhere. Upgrading a house is always a good choice. We have 1 gold left over, but this should be fine. The guys up top should take care of them. We'll take care of the guys down here. I'll keep an eye in between to make sure. Some of these fast guys are getting through, but I can take care of them myself because I have massive damage. Yep, so far it's the easiest thing in the world. They're even dropping money for me everywhere. Who knew that having massive towers everywhere would be to your benefit? Now we really are going to be attacked from all sides though. So we're going to get a tier 2 tower there. We're going to put a tier 2 tower here because these flying guys are going to be annoying. Actually, I'm going to make a lot of tier 2 towers just because they really are going to make a big difference. I'm going to put one there. That's going to help those guys. I'm also going to upgrade this. Most of the creatures are going to be flying, so I'm going to put my spearmen down here to deal with these 5 morons. Maybe going to put them here though, that way they're in range of the towers when they fight. I'm also going to borrow 4 of the archers from over there and put them over here to help defend against these. I'm fairly certain this is going to work out, but you never really know with flying creatures. We'll just kind of see how this goes. So far they're taking care of him. The flying creatures look like they're being eliminated before they're getting to anything important. The flying creatures are pretty weak and my town center itself is really strong. That's something I need to remember. I'm going to help with these guys because I think these are probably still the most likely to be trouble. But as long as I'm there helping, they're really getting destroyed. And then all of the money comes in overnight, $34. I'm going to upgrade this mill again. Now it's I don't know how much money that gives us every day, but it's got to be a good mill. I'm also going to upgrade that mill a little bit so we get a little more money coming in. $8 to upgrade these guys. That's going to be worth it. I'm going to upgrade this tower so it can fire down that lane. You know what? I'm going to upgrade both this tower and this tower as well, and then everything should be very self-sufficient after I upgrade a house, but we're going to bring all these guys over here. I'm just going to kind of put everyone in a big mess right here. That way they can just kind of distribute themselves. They're better off doing that than me trying to tell them what to do. I like this because it's fairly simple. They're only attacking from 3 sides and all kind of in the same direction. Wow, the archers are absolutely destroying those guys. Yeah, so far my beautiful towers are just destroying everything pretty much by itself. Down here, we might lose a few units, but then I gotta walk down 4, 5, 6, 7 different towers. The guys up here are managing to make it to my barracks, whatever it's called. So I'm just gonna sit here in the middle to make sure they don't do that. While I'm sitting here, I'm mostly gonna assume that my teammates down below are doing fine. I do want to take a chunk out of this guy though, because he will absorb some damage. But he's already dead, so... Oh, they got to my mill. I didn't realize they broke through down here. One of my fields got destroyed. That won't do it all. But look at all that money, $41. Which is enough to upgrade this mill, which is going to give me even more money every day. I'm going to upgrade this tower. It's going to cost $15, but they get a lot better. And this is going to be a fortress tower, so it's going to be very strong and fires 2 arrows at once. I'm also going to turn this just into a regular tier 2 tower. And I'm going to upgrade this barracks so we get double the number of pikemen. Then if we simply park them right here, they're going to stop anything from getting through, hopefully. And then my archers are going to sit behind them and we're going to decimate the wave coming up. So that'll look something like that. Actually, I'm going to move these guys up just a smidge so they really kind of block up this area so they stab everything trying to get through. Then I'm going to build houses wherever I can just to increase my income even more. Actually, I'm going to put a wheat field here. I know that's likely to get destroyed, but it's also going to make me money here and there. Plus, it just gives the enemies an extra thing to destroy on the way in. A nice family lives there, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So we'll get this night started. We got a lot of idiots coming in, but we got a lot of damage sitting there too. I'm also going to sit here and catch anything that tries to get through. Even if it does, it's got to deal with a lot of different towers. Should probably build some walls at some point to really slow them down. Wow, look at all these. There's so many of them. If they focus their fire on me, I might be in trouble. But somehow I'm not that worried about it, so I can push them out of bounds. Get out of my kingdom. Yeah, even all these guys are getting absolutely destroyed. This is no problem at all. And we're done. And we have $13 plus all of our income, so that's going to give us some money to work with. I don't know why this next wave only says 5 idiots from over here. That seems like a low amount of enemies considering what we're doing. But I'm going to upgrade this tower because it's in a good spot to be a menace to the others. It's going to be very tough and fire 2 arrows at once. We're going to upgrade this one. I want more wheat field income. You can never have too much money. I'm also going to upgrade these guys for $16. That's going to give extra units. And since I have $15 more, let's just make another fortress tower right here. Got to protect those windmills somehow. That should be fine, and we'll see how this goes. Yeah, that was literally it. This wave will be a little bit harder though. Since walls are cheap, we're going to put up a few of those just to make sure that they have to go the hard way to get to me. Inner Kingdom is sort of protected. We might actually do that because that's just $4 to put like any of these. Maybe just knights, so if anyone does get through, the knights are there to deal with it. There's only 5 from that side, 15 down there, so I'm maybe going to turn one more of these into a fortress tower. And then maybe also this one into a fortress tower. That way, there's just a lot of high damage going out to fight them all off. I'm going to put these archers over here to fight off these 15. Those 5 will die to probably towers. These guys I'll help deal with. These waves pretty much speak for themselves. I'm just going to kind of dump everyone here. Like, everything's got to get through my super towers anyway, so I don't think anything's going to have much of a chance. The siege engines I'm going to try and work out myself because they're going to do a lot of damage to my towers given the choice, so I'll go take care of them myself. Then I don't have to worry about the waves. These guys are getting destroyed. Wow, those double towers are mega strong. Was that it? Are there no more enemies? Is it really over in the blink of an eye like that? Nope, here they come. It's a prolonged wave, but that's fine. These guys will get in there and yeah, we'll just stab these. Wow, those catapults really destroy my stuff. Luckily, I destroy them. So easy peasy. And my units do actually maneuver themselves to help. These we're going to have to destroy though, otherwise they will hit my towers really, really hard. Or at least they're finally coming from multiple angles, but they're also going towards multiple siege towers. There's more units coming from down below. I gotta try and get to the catapults before they get close to my stuff. Okay, got those ones just about dead. They have such range too. They're able to destroy all my walls and everything. Luckily, they're very vulnerable because their friends leave them behind. But I'm not gonna complain. That's an easy victory for us and a whole bunch of money. I thought it would be fun to see if I could get a good investment build going on this level, and I've actually managed to get a really good start to this. I've already got a fish market with 4 boats. I just built another fish market, and these are going to produce more and more gold towards the end of the run. I got a whole bunch of houses. I got my castle already upgraded once. And I got 4 of the new hunter units that are actually both ranged and melee units. It's basically the same build as perks as I had before, so my castle can shoot a long ways like that. So he's basically going to take care of the siege engine by itself because I don't want to lose my fish market, and then it's just dealing with a few leftover morons. Then look at all the money that's flowing in already. And this is only going to get bigger. We got ranged units coming in, but that's as easy as building a tower here. Maybe actually doubling these guys because I really like these guys so far. And then saving my money so we can spend it next round. Okay, they're already going for my thing that I don't want them going for. Guys, can you help? I don't want them to kill my fish market. Thank you. Fish market's like my favorite building ever. So I can't remember how many of these things are spawning in, but I think now that these guys are here, we're going to be okay. No one touches my fish markets and lives. Speak of which, I'm going to upgrade this one because I think that actually doubles its income, and I'm going to do the same for this one. We got lots of things coming from down there, so I'm just going to put 2 cheap towers in. But I'm also going to build a blacksmith because this gives you upgrades over time. And we're going to just add 20% range to damage because these guys are both good for both, but I think they're primarily a ranged unit. I'm going to plant them right there between the towers, build a house, and let the idiots come rolling in. So as long as we can take that out, that'll be okay. They have a red laser sight now. They're very advanced for like a Stone Age civilization. And they're going to do the same thing from way back. I think they have a siege engine, but it's so far behind that it's really a non-factor. But for the sake of getting this done, I am going to get in there and help. It's interesting to see how they go because they fire at them from ranged, and then it looks like they might actually keep going at the bow and arrow. They've actually stopped it dead so it can't move. And then we get our even bigger investment. Next, we're dealing with some pretty annoying morons, so we're going to build a few basic towers to start. I kind of forgot I could build another fish market, so we're actually just going to take that and double down on it right away. I'm also going to get these units going, because then if I plant them right here amongst the 3 different towers, it'll hopefully protect my fish market and take care of whatever those things are. So far, it seems to be doing a trick. I should always help with my damage to get it in there. These guys are quick, so they will try and make it through. If I slow them down just a little bit, though, that will kind of stop them dead. And the reason I was saving my money is so that I could spend my, wow, 44 gold already upgrading this. Then that's going to give me more HP and damage output. I was hoping I could upgrade that some more, but I can't. But we're going to need more range to help deal with the flying idiots on my fish farm. And then we have a pretty decent amount of different things showing up, so I'm just going to build a few random towers just to make sure that I don't really have to do much actively to defend this. Mostly I'm just worried about things like this because it's very valuable. I don't want it knocked out for any length of time. I'm probably also just going to build some basic towers wherever I can, and they'll just help out a little bit. Don't really need those right now. Mostly worried about this one, but they should be able to absolutely decimate anyone coming from that side, and then they'll go help whatever needs help. These guys aren't very strong, so as long as I got some basic towers firing roughly in their direction, yeah, it's fine. And our damage should be going up by 20% thanks to my barracks thing pretty soon. I don't know I could actually upgrade this. I bet that's got some good things. I'm actually going to give some resistance now too. I hope that didn't just override its upgrade. No, it must have finished, so we got a new upgrade started. All the enemies are coming from one side tonight, so I'm just going to leave all of my idiots there. I probably put up a little wall. It's only $3 anyway. Should probably also build another barracks too, because we can build probably just knights that are just good against everything. And we're going to have lots of those, because those are going to be a meat shield down here. Okay, spent all of my money on house upgrades and stuff, so more money on the way. So all of our knights, all of our ranged stuff is all having a big old battle up here. Kind of wish they'd fall back a little bit so they could be a little bit more in the range of all the towers. It makes more sense to fight over here. You can have 3 towers helping you instead of just 1. I gotta get in there and help a little bit too. These crossbowmen especially are going to be devastating. Maybe the crossbowmen are still what I should be focusing on, because they're going to do a lot of damage individually to units. Case in point, they killed me. I'm not that worried about it. Like, these guys can wander around and hurt what they can, but my units are replenishing themselves all while they're getting rained down on by the towers. So that should be even more money now. $56. Plenty. So we're definitely going to build a wall. We're going to upgrade both of these towers so that there's lots of good defense going on from this direction. In fact, these are going all the way to $15 towers. These are going to be the same to double shot towers. I'm also going to upgrade this barracks so we get some extra units. There's going to be a lot of flying things, a lot of quick things, a lot of everything coming in, but we got 2 super towers. Plus me, so everything's going to get real damaged very quickly. Oh, they're still going for my fish farm. I really don't want them to eat that fish farm. They're so weak at this point that my double shot towers are absolutely destroying them. Alright, we made that feel pretty easy. This should be the biggest money haul yet. That's just going to keep going up. $61. We're definitely going to get a barracks and we're going to upgrade that to level 2. This one is going to be just knights again. And now there's more knights and we need to start prepping for what's to come. So we're going to need more strong towers. So I'm going to upgrade this one to a full level tower. That's going to be the double shot again. Probably same with this one. I want the towers closest to my base to be the strongest. Also, the walls are generally pretty cheap, so we're going to put those wherever we can to help us out with slowing the idiots down. This wave isn't going to be super easy, but I think most of my units will take care of themselves. I'm mostly worried a bit down here as per usual, where lots of flying and slimes come in. Slimes by themselves are super annoying, but combined with some flying things and fast things that want to destroy my stuff really fast gets real annoying. Okay, so far they're absolutely destroying things down there. I was mostly worried about my fish farms. These guys are also getting wrecked. And down here, well, they might knock out some towers down here, but that's not a huge concern. Yep, reinforcements are on the way. They can stop them all right here and have a big old jammed up fight. Especially because right about here, they also get in range of one of my super towers. And those really mess everyone up. Another wave complete. That should be a boatload of money. Up to 80 gold. That's plenty. And that's good because we have a giant sea monster moron who's about to come and say hi to us. So we're going to upgrade some towers in the neighborhood. This is definitely going to get expensive, but it's definitely going to be worth it. We just need lots of towers raining down on them at all times. We're also going to upgrade these so they're producing more units. Same with this one. So we got tons of units everywhere and tons of upgraded towers. We're going to spend a few gold here and there just on whatever's left. Houses don't matter because this will be the final round. But alright, I think we can get this started. Already all the super towers are raining down on that, which is perfect. I like how these units are multi-purpose too. They can both attack range and on the ground. But so far, Big Boy there is taking lots and lots of damage. I'm going to get in there and stab him myself. Because the longer he sits here for, hello, can we attack? The more units he's going to spill out, and that's going to hurt my guys. Okay, but now the units will all take care of that. Pretty sure the towers are up to the task of dealing with these. I got to go around. Probably could have distributed my units a little better up until now, but our towers are strong enough that we're still destroying this guy. And the units, as long as they're around my base, that's what matters. I don't really care what happens over here. Those multi-shot towers are really good for dealing with things like this. Because they fire 2 arrows at once and they're very hard to kill, it's exactly what we wanted right now. One of my archers is even down here for some reason. When he's up here, he's absolutely going to get wrecked by my arrows. He's barely able to get any enemies out of his mouth before he has to move again. Plus now all my units are going to be basically here, here, or here, so he's just going to be rain damage down on. But now he is going to let units go right in the middle of my kingdom, so hopefully our towers are up to the task of taking them all out, and it looks like they are. Because we have all of our units sitting right here too. Some of them did make it to the castle, but the castle's pretty strong. And they got to go through a wall and all that damage. So I think we're going to be okay. Okay, he's going to try right down Main Street, so I'm going to bring all of my units right here so that they, yeah, everything gets shredded before they get out of his mouth. Well, we made that look easy this time.